Hi, I've made a game. I've created a video game. This is the game. It's not very beautiful, but yeah, I did it. It's supposed to be an MMORPG. It's obviously not one. I actually call it small factor RPG or short factor, something like that. I call it like a small RPG because it's not an MMO. It can't be an MMO. I'm just going to quickly show what I have in the game right now. It's obviously an unfinished product, but it's functional, even though it has quite a few bugs, but it's functional. So what I kind of want to show is most features, probably not everything. So this is an axe. I can use this. I have an inventory. Yeah. I'm gonna cut some wood. Yeah, there we go. That's only one, never mind. I'm coming here and cut some more. And then I'm gonna sell this and buy a sword so I can fight these chests here. They're actually monsters. They're not moving because, problems. This is a shop. I also made this. I call it Mr. Egg. I find him kind of cute. And I go to the sell section here and I can sell everything. I can just click sell all. This is bugged. I know, I'm sorry. But I do have the money if I tap. Well, actually, that didn't work. Hold on a second. I had to select one first. Ah, okay. Well, okay. Whoops. Anyways, there is a sword. I'm gonna buy it. I have a sword here. I have 45. I'm going to equip it. And wow, I have a sword. Nice. I can actually fight now. So to actually be able to fight, I need to... Was it Control P? No, that's the stats. I'm trying to figure out how do I get the abilities. Wow, I don't remember. And I think... Yeah, I don't remember actually. Very sorry, guys. I can't believe I haven't opened this project in a long time. So I'm very sorry about that. Shift P. This auto saves, so where I was is where I stay. Okay, Shift P. So there's 3 classes, but only really one is kind of working properly. These are all the spells. They do not have any images at all. Sorry about that. And now I can use some spells, which is kind of fun. Let's attack something. And they also drop stuff. So this is a jump. This is like a dash. This is something that pushes them away. Not sure if you can see that. And this is just normal attack. We level up. And as I level up, I also gain new stats. I don't remember if they are here. No, I don't have. I don't have the damage minimum. It's kind of a shame. But we do get gold. This is gold. I can then sell this for actual gold, which is kind of weird. I wanted it to be actual gold when you grab that, but haven't finished that part. But at least we got a sword. We can sell it for money. So I'm gonna show the spells again. I think they're pretty cool. Actually, kinda. Dash. This pushes them away. I think it's pretty cool. It's a form of CC. I find it very interesting. We do have a dash and a sprint. If we tap shift, left shift in this case, we sorry, we dash. If we hold it, we sprint. And I'm gonna show this. So it's going to attack me, it's gonna chase me. I'm gonna tap this spell. It's supposed to go a little bit further behind, but whatever. Alright, so that's pretty much working. This isn't working. That's a bug. Please, let's ignore that. And what else can we do? We can actually fish. I don't think I've actually have that set up. We're going there anyways. Oh, we can mine, actually. Let's go mine first. I know we can mine, so I'm gonna buy this, and I'm gonna sell this. And this. I'm actually going to equip this now, and we are going to mine. So in case you're actually interested, I'm going to kind of fast forward here, but this is the path towards the mining situation, mining part. So this is the cave where the mines should be. These rocks right here, they're supposed to be mineable. So if we hit them, like that. Whoops, I missed. And I missed again. Okay, I hit. We actually get something. As you can see, I got something. This is a cooldown, as far as I'm concerned. I think it's 5 seconds or 7 or something like that. I mine. And I keep missing that. Supposedly there should be some monsters here. I did not add them yet. Yeah. For the record, this game has been in development for about 8 months or something. I started in about November last year, 2024, and and I stopped July this year because life happened. I had to get a job. I was in a course. I actually didn't finish the course because life happened. But yeah, like yeah, it's been in development for almost 1 year. And let me also tell you that I am very inexperienced when it comes to programming or game development or anything like that. I technically actually started taking this more seriously August last year. I was still working out at that time, but then I had to quit my job because I went to a course. I endorsed in the course. It was a decision because I wanted to study. I wanted to study programming. I wanted to learn how to program. I don't know. For some reason, just sparked in my mind that, hey, this interests me now and I want to do this. All because I grew tired of current games. Like, almost every game that exists nowadays just simply does not interest me. I want to create my own, and I decide to venture on this journey of creating my own games. And I have built other projects, and this is one of the biggest one so far. It's the one I've worked the most. It's obviously, as I've mentioned earlier, it's unfinished, but it's between the course and doing this, it was, because I'm no longer in that course. It was a lot of work. You have no idea how much work I had to put into this. It was crazy. It was crazy. I really worked hard for everything that you see on screen. A lot of tinkering, a lot of bugs, too many of them, too many problem solving, way too many. Way too many. It literally broke my mind. Almost. Too many problems, too many times, for such small things too. Anyways, I also want to show that I have developed a storage system. It doesn't work as well as I would like it to. Let's see if the shortcuts here exist. So if I hold shift and tap A, I should, yeah, everything goes in here. I think I also need two things to do something very interesting here, which is smithing. We can smith. And yes, this is correct. I have to remove anything I have in here on my right hand. I have a pickaxe. I double click and it leaves. Now, if I tap E, aha, here it is too. I have this iron armor here, but I never added it. I don't even know if it has a match. So if I tap here, we get these 3 seconds. And supposedly we should get something. And we don't. We actually don't get anything because that's not part of my plan. This was supposed to be used too. Oh man, there's a lot of things that I'm missing in this game now. Anyways, I don't know why this isn't working. It was working before, like come on. Such a shame that this isn't working. I don't even know why it isn't. It is supposed to. Let's try to give it like all of them. I'll have 5 on my inventory. Nothing. So you see another problem. This is I'm really sorry for kind of showing off something that is not exactly fully functional. This is a statue of this character, by the way, the creator of this world, Homem Pescador. It's kind of a joke. Should have a fishing rod, actually. Speaking of fishing rods, I think fishing is not working, but I'm gonna try it anyway. If we have money, I have enough money? No, I'm gonna sell this. Can I sell this? I have money? 51. I am buying a basic fishing rod. And I wanted to buy a bow to show that the bow actually kinda works. Why are health potions so expensive? 50, 45. This is cheaper. 7. A basic 3 axe is 7 coins. Wait, what are my prices? Why is a bow more expensive than a sword? Like a lot more. What was I thinking when I made these prices? Anyways, supposedly, when you have this fishing rod, you should be able to fish. And by the way, this here, that's physics. I thought it will be kind of funny to have this physics enabled. It will make the game a little bit interesting. I'm gonna fast forward to, to the river. Okay, we have arrived at the river. This is a bridge, which I am very proud of. I made this with a friend, kinda, and I'm gonna try fishing. Let's see if it works. Yes, the river looks very messy. We literally have water coming out from there. It's kind of crazy, and I'm not close enough to the water, so I'm gonna have to cancel this. I'm trying to cancel, okay? Right, and I should be able to fish now. Let's see. Any fish? I think we're gonna have to wait a while. You can see this is here actually, this white boxy thing, which I forgot the name. This floats with water. I try to make this part relatively interesting. Oh, we got a fish. We got a fish. Nice. And if we hover with the mouse, we see that. Why does it have that much? It has a value of 3. And we can sell this. We can sell this for money, buy some other stuff. That's pretty cool. That part at least is pretty cool. Now, what else can I show? I can show you the map. But actually, I'm gonna let you explore the map. Because there's going to be a link to this on itch.io. If you don't know itch.io, it's actually kind of a reputable website to kind of like you're a developer, you go there, you place your game there, people download your game or buy it and they play the game. That's how it works. That's itch.io. And it's usually free. You don't really have to pay anything. And there's way too many free games, actually. I was going to say a lot of free games. There's plenty of them. Plenty. Yeah, I'm just going to leave the link there if you want to explore the game, the map. It's not a very large map. It's large enough to maybe you're gonna spend like 30 minutes walking around, 20, 30 maybe. There's not a lot to do, unfortunately. The game, doesn't have a lot. But something else I have to say is that these textures, the textures you're seeing, they're not mine. I had to go on a really cool website. I don't really remember the name, but I used it. I'm actually gonna leave the link in the description too for that. And everything else, I use my own stuff. These trees were made in Treeit, which is it's a program to create trees basically and bushes and whatever. And what else did I? Everything else, as far as I'm concerned, I did it myself. I made the sword. I made these characters. I made the chest. That Mr. Egg, that house. I obviously did the environment, like everything, all the environment. These bushes, I don't remember if they come from another place or not. But this is tool use. The rocks, I made them on Blender. Actually, pretty much everything here is made in Blender, except for the trees and stuff that I mentioned. But the rocks, I made them my own. I made them myself. Sorry. That place over there is meant to become something in the future. The grass, this probably like a terrible display of grass, but this grass we see, I made it my own too. Blender. I actually, and pretty much everything else is just me. All the logic in this game, everything you see so far that you have seen is 100% me, maybe 90, because sometimes I was really lost and kind of had to go on the internet to see how we can do some stuff. But usually I adapt the code to my own liking, or the logic, should I say, because this uses no code. And lastly, I want to say why this project is still kind of in this situation, and two main reasons. One of the main reason is that I have reached a plateau in the game development of this project of blueprints. I have reached a situation in my game where too many blueprints is detrimenting the performance of the game, and that's probably the biggest cause of me just kind of had to stop doing anything else because the computer can't handle it anymore. And the second thing was just life. Life just happened, and still happening, kind of. I do want to come back to this project in the future. And another thing that I find it to be rather rarely very kind of important is that I'm working on another project, which I hope to release on Steam. Not gonna talk about what project it is yet, because I'm having some situations being a little bit difficult to work on that game. And one last thing before we go, this game does have multiplayer. I don't know if you noticed when I clicked escape, we have something here called lobby. I tried really hard to make this happen and make it work. And I have something even more interesting than that. This game runs on Linux. I made it so that I could, try to put this game in other platforms, I didn't actually, let me rephrase that. I had some intentions of giving this game maybe a mobile version and a console. I want most of my games to be played on console, not really mobile, but maybe mobile in the future. And I thought for myself, because my current newest project is meant to work on Linux natively. And this game, I was able to make it run on Linux, and I'm going to show you. Well, and that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you actually found it relatively interesting. This, I guess, is the development of my game. My kinda MMORPG, not really it, but kinda. And I hope to actually work on this game continuously moving forward, because I think it has some potential. It's it's not the best thing ever to happen. It's not the most beautiful thing, but it certainly has potential. And to be very, very honest, I really want to make this game a reality. I really want to create an MMORPG because I am just so saturated with everything that the industry has been throwing to us gamers over the last century or something that I don't know, I just can't take it. I'm really really mad about it. I'm really angry. I think they should just stop. The industry has to change, and I am here to bring that change if I can. If I can, I'll try. I'll try. I can't promise everything. I can't promise anything, but I'll try. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye.